I don't know how long it took me to reach the center. Probably a long time, dragged out by stumbling. Eventually, though, I saw the Xenos gate soaring up before me, and I saw the stars under its arch blur and tremble, and knew I was close. He was there, waiting. I had no idea then just how far he had come, nor what perils he had mastered, but he was there. He was surrounded by his great and austere counselors and champions, none of whom so much as looked at me. They conferred among themselves, looking at their weapons, their movements thick with fatigue. I knew who he was. I recognized the pictures from the devotional tracts. We had been served with those images from childhood, told to meditate on them incessantly, even to pray on them, instructed never to let them out of our mind. Quadrillions had seen those templates of heroism and reflected on the glory that had been, using them as exemplars of the human spirit, and hoping, perhaps even heretically, that they would one day return. I never thought it would happen. I did not believe it possible. I thought the masses were ignorant and weak, and that our salvation could only come from those whose powers we still retained, not the legends of a half-remembered past. Alone of all those assembled there, he noticed me limping amid the giants. He looked past the custodians who stood there, their spears streaked with blood. He looked past the captains of the Space Marines and the grotesque lords of Mars, and fixed me with cold blue eyes. I could feel my heart racing out of control. The whole place was like an intoxicated dream, a phantasm sent to drain the last sanity from our tortured bodies. And yet I could not deny its reality. When he spoke, the voice was accented strangely, almost unintelligibly, the voice of another age. Despite my attire, he knew instantly who I was from the sigils of office on my environmental suit, and was careful to address me with the utmost precision. "Cancellarius Senatorum Imperialis," he said. It was only then that any of the others turned towards me. There was a shield captain close by in burnished gold, one I should have recognized, but by then it was a challenge to merely remain conscious. I fell to my knees. "The Lord Guilliman," I said, using both the given name and the ceremonial one, united in this one soul 10,000 years before. "You speak for the High Lords?" he asked. I nodded. I could hardly bear to look into his face. There was something both beatific and horrific about it, and abundance of power that was almost obscene. He was of another age, a myth that had died. He took a single step towards me, extending a vast gauntlet chased in gold and cobalt in order to lift me to my feet. "Then it is good you are here, Chancellor," Robert Guilliman said. "I have been away a long time. Perhaps if your office still extends to such things, you would be kind enough to show me to your masters."